Solving multi-step inequalities. Okay, the good news is it's literally no new skills. We have all the skills we need to do this because it's just like what we've been doing the past 2 days with solving inequalities. It's just we're going to have more than one step. And it's just like what we did with multi-step equations. The only thing to keep in mind is that rule with the negatives. If you multiply or divide each side by a negative number, then you have to flip the inequality. Okay, go ahead and try this warm-up. Pause the video while you do that, and then I will show you how to do it in just 1 second. Alright, so here we've got fewer than 42 employees. Okay, say they preferred fudge over fruit candy. This is about 2/3 of employees. So I'm going to say E is the number of employees. So I know 2/3 of E is less than 42. I'm going to go ahead and multiply each side by 3/2. And I get E is less than 61. Sorry, 63. E is less than 63. So we know there's fewer than 63 employees. Looking at example 1, we want to write and solve an inequality to find the sales Mrs. Jones needs if she wants to earn her monthly salary of $2,000 plus 10% commission on her sales. Her goal is to make at least tells me greater than or equal to, $4,000 per month. What sales does she need to meet her goal? Well, the way this works is you have your base salary, $2,000, plus your commission, which is 10%, but I'm going to write that as a decimal, 0.1, times the amount of her sales, which we don't know. So I'm just going to say that's M. Try not to use S's. M is the money from sales. So it's the dollar amount of sales. Is greater than or equal to the income needed, which is $4,000. Now we've done the hard part of setting this up, and this is just a multi-step inequality, which is exactly like our multi-step equations. You might remember this is when I had the pizza, okay, where I said we got to make the pizza first. What would I do first here? Well, I would multiply by 0.1, and then what would I do next? Well, I would put on the cheese, which is like adding 2,000. So what's the first thing I have to do when I'm solving this equation if I'm trying to undo this pizza? Got to get rid of the plus 2,000. So I subtract 2,000 from each side. I get 0.1 times M equals 2,000. Then I just divide each side by 0.1. And sorry, it's not equals. Greater than or equal to 2,000. Divide each side by 0.1. M, it was a positive number, so my sign doesn't change, has to be greater than or equal to $20,000. What does that mean? She needs to sell at least $20,000 worth of whatever she's selling in order to meet her goal. Because she only gets 10% of each of that. That's how a commission works. She would only get $2,000 for the $20,000 that she sold. Okay? So hopefully you can see it's literally nothing new. Setting up an inequality, same as setting up an equation. The only thing is that you'll see words like at least, which tell you it's greater than or equal to. And then we solve it the same way we did equations, and we get our answer.